So as we know, an engine provides power to both your brakes and your steering, as in power steering, so you get assisted steering, and power brakes with assisted brakes, basically making it easier for you when you are driving. But I want to know what exactly happens if you lose that engine power. What happens if the engine switches off when you are driving? Let's find out. Okay, so what happens if your engine dies while driving? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Instantly the steering becomes quite heavy. Shit. The brakes become super hard. However, the engine is still running, mainly because the wheels are turning the engine. However, the brakes do become hard after being used once or twice. So the idea is to, as you can see how I'm putting all my force onto it, the idea is to stop immediately after your engine has failed because of the servo assisted brakes. Oh shit, there's full force on the brakes. Can you see how long that takes you to stop if you do it the second or the third time after your engine has switched off? Shit. So the idea is also to use your handbrake if your brakes lock up like this. It's literally all the force I have, and that is what happens if you switch your engine off. Whew. Take 2 of what happens if the engine dies while it's running. 3, 2, 1. Engine is completely dead. Now, because the engine is running, you do get some assistance on both the steering and the brakes. However, if I take the car out of transmission and the engine is now completely dead, listen, you cannot hear a single thing. And on top of that, the brakes become extremely hard. So if you press it more than once, it's gonna take very long to stop, as you can see. That's full force on the brake pedal right there. Also the steering wheel, oh shit, now it's even worse. Look at that, full force on the brake. And as for the steering, the slower that you go, the harder the steering becomes. So you'll have to be quite a muscle man to actually turn the steering if your car is stationary. Shit. As I shall not give a demonstration. And then you slam on the brakes and the brakes doesn't work. So let's get this started once again, and everything returns back to normal. So what exactly happened when your engine died? As you can see from the video, when I switched the engine off, I still had still had brakes, and I still had the power steering working just fine, mainly because the engine was still running, but it was running due to the momentum of the wheels that was actually turning the transmission. Because the transmission was still in gear with the engine, it was also turning the engine. However, when taking the car out into neutral or pushing the clutch in and the engine completely dies, that means it doesn't have any RPM or anything like that, the power steering became significantly heavier. However, as I drove further on, I noticed that the power steering, the slower you go, the harder it becomes to turn. And if you're stationary, that's even worse. It is super hard. Like literally, you have to be quite a strong person in order to turn that steering wheel. The brakes, however, is an interesting point, because if your engine dies completely and is not in gear, your brakes have only 1 to 2 times of use, mainly because after you press it the second time, the brakes become super hard. And when it becomes super hard, it also reduces the braking effect quite substantially. As you can see in the video, I am putting my foot flat down onto the brake, and it is taking ages to stop the vehicle. So if your engine dies, the first thing you need to do is slam on the brakes. Not necessarily slam on the brakes, but slow down the car with one brake stroke, as in one push down. Do not pump the brakes. Furthermore, do not take your car out of transmission, especially if you're in the freeway and you need to slow down, because you do need that power steering and that braking resistance in order to slow down from a high speed. And lastly, do not try this on your own. It is very, 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 very dangerous, especially at high speeds. So if you have learned something from this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and watch out for the next video.